Alright y'all, Death is back, and this time it's personal. Final Destination Bloodlines doesn't just bring chaos, it brings answers. You thought you knew how this franchise worked? Nah, this one flips the rules, shows you the game behind the game, and still delivers some of the most brutal kills we've seen yet. But does it live up to the legacy? Or is it just another body on the pile? Let's talk about it. What's going on? It's Trey here, and since you found me, you might as well hit that subscribe button. Final Destination Bloodlines is the 6th installment to the Final Destination franchise. And honestly, it takes what the first one, the second, and the fifth one done right and run with it. But before I get into the review, do me a favor and like and subscribe for more content. In Final Destination Bloodlines, college student Stephanie Reyes experiencing recurring nightmares from a 1960 tower collapse, where her grandmother Iris saved lives. She soon discovers these are premonitions passed down through her family and begins having visions of her own family members dying. Realizing death is targeting them, Stephanie must unravel the origin of the curse and prevent her family from meeting their grim fate. Now I'm going to keep it real with you. I don't usually come to these movies for deep storytelling or the plot. Outside of the first and the fifth film, there really wasn't much to latch onto in terms of story. But Bloodlines, it surprised me. This one actually had a plot and it was interesting. We finally get to see death explained a little bit. Its patterns, its logic, and its motives, all without killing the mystery. It added something fresh to the franchise while keeping that tension we all come for. But I already know why you guys are here. Let's talk about the kills. Bloodline does not hold back, and I must say that first and foremost. If you're into carnage candy, if you're a gore whore, this right here is your movie. After watching this, I must say I'm scared of air, money, looking outside, basically hell, just life itself. The kills come fast and hard. I really gotta chill out on using that word so much. Once that first death hits, the rest don't take long to follow. There's barely any time to breathe in between, and that pacing keeps you on the edge of your seat the entire time. But I must say the pacing is a little bit too fast, and everything just hits you all at once. It feels so rushed, but for the most part, it's manageable. What I love most is the kills were actually unique and creative. They didn't recycle the same setups or fall back into generic shortcuts. It felt fresh and even disturbing at times, except for one trash scene involving trash. Y'all would know the one when I see it. If I'm not mistaken, I have seen that kill before in Child's Play 3, I believe. Now, as someone who's been riding with the franchise for a while now, I really appreciated the callbacks, the Easter egg, and references to past films and deaths. That was pretty dope. And the very last kill of the movie, oh yeah, it was a direct hat tip to one of the most traumatizing scenes in Final Destination history. Fans would know exactly the one I'm talking about too. But now touching up on the story, I truly like how they built around death in this. For the first time, we get an idea of why death operates the way it does. Not in a way that takes away from the fear, but in a way that adds weight to the story. It made me go, okay, they finally giving us something to chew on, other than death just gonna get me. And it worked. But also in this film was the late great Tony Todd. Let's talk about him. The late great horror legend Tony Todd, this was his send-off. His scene was completely unscripted. As I was looking up and doing research, I seen where it said the director had told him, say whatever you want to your fans. And that speech, it hits hard. There I go saying it again. You can tell he put his heart into it. He mentioned being tired, being sick, and how he was ready to retire, all which set into his real life. You can see the way that Tony Todd was looking, he was clearly sick. And by him being that way, it was obvious he was going to retire. And just overall, just being tired of it all. Probably not having the energy or the focus anymore to do what he loved. But this was going to be his last movie regardless. But death had other plans. And that line would stay with me forever. It was a powerful moment and a beautiful way to say goodbye to a horror legend and icon. He would definitely be missed.
Good luck.
But overall, Final Destination Bloodlines was a solid movie. It brought something new to the table while giving longtime fans exactly what they came for. If I had to rate this, I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it is entertaining, intense, and actually adds to the franchise's lore in a meaningful way. Let me know what you thought on this movie in the comments. Where does it rank for you among the Final Destination franchise? And as always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on your way out. And be sure to follow for any more movie news, reviews, or anything of that nature, because it's possible. If you've seen it, I've seen it too.